So, it's been 2 weeks since the last trailer, and Intelligent Systems has already lied to us about Fire Emblem Engage. Well, I guess not really, but here we go. I just woke up. That's why my voice sounds a little bit weird, but I'm committed to covering the latest Engage news for you guys, so let's do it. Feel free to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment. I do read all of my comments. Let me know what you guys think of this, because I feel like it's a little bit of a controversial thing, but as you can see, we have here the Engage expansion pass trailer. I don't really mind day one DLC announcements or pre-day one DLC announcements, the game isn't even out yet, because it kind of gives you a little indication of what to expect from this game's sort of life cycle and how long they're going to support it. We had the same thing with Three Houses, and the DLC turned out pretty okay. Some people got it, some people didn't. It was about $25, so you could probably expect this to be somewhat similar. Before I dive into the actual trailer, I'm going to go ahead and let you know what to expect in it. So if you don't want spoilers, skip to the timestamp on the screen and it'll be me going through it sort of frame by frame. It's only 55 seconds long. But anyways, you've been warned. I'm going to start now. To summarize, basically they're adding in the Three Houses Lords and Tiki into the DLC. And there is a visual of a frame from Sacred Stones as sort of a visual model attached to Erika's ring. And I'll talk a little bit more about the implications of this as we go along in the video, but that's basically what they showed here. There's going to be 4 waves. The first wave is going to be the Three Houses Lords, Tiki. It's going to be some items to help you out at the start of the game, and a silver card, which usually halves all purchases in 2. So there you go. If all you want is the cliff notes, that's it. Now we're going to dive into the trailer analysis, which hopefully won't take too long. I hope this video isn't very long. Also of note, this music slaps, just to say. I really am liking what they're doing with sort of the remixes and the music for this game. So there you go. That, if you cannot tell, is a frame, but here it says Rosado and Erika as the actual people linked up in this attack. So it seems like, and I think this is a really nice touch, is even though Erika's ring is the primary ring, you can palette swap out Ephraim, I think, this is all prediction, it's all conjecture, to be sort of the display. And that makes me wonder, here we go, now things are sort of endless in terms of the opportunities, or not the opportunities, what am I saying? I'm still asleep. The options that you have. So for Fire Emblem 7, Lyn might be the main ring, but you could maybe swap out for Roy and for Eliwood and Hector. Roy might be the main ring for FE6. Maybe you can swap out for Lilina, even though Roy is the only Lord, quote unquote, in Fire Emblem 6. But this does give them a little bit of flexibility to add in some other characters. Even though female Corrin is the primary ring for Fates, it might be that the male Corrin is also available in that regard, etc., etc. I mean, use your imagination. You can go ahead and sort of deduce whatever you want, but that's kind of the feel that I'm getting just from seeing Ephraim here. We did see a bunch of other ones, but I'm not going to comment on them because there's really not much that there is to say other than the animations look really good, and I've said that about 1 billion times. So this is the artwork. We've seen this 1 million times, and here they're saying that they're announcing the Engage expansion pass. Whoop-de-doo. And just like that, it's Three Houses in their very iconic pose. Intelligent Systems doesn't seem to want to let go of this cash cow that has been the best-selling Fire Emblem game of all time. And it was a great game. But I was expecting us to just be moving towards Engage here. But this is going to be a big part of their marketing strategy. Three Houses is very popular. And if there's one thing that they're going to do is make sure that these characters are here on launch day 1. They are going to be on January 20th in this expansion pass. So, kudos to them. The remix for the Three Houses theme does sound very nice. I think it's a remix. It does sound different to me. And it's Edelgard, Claude, and Dimitri.
We were just growing weary of each other's conversation.
And here, it's just to note that it says, continue your journey in Elyos with additional Emblem characters, accessories, maps, and more. So, accessories are things that I guess are going to be equips. Maybe it's referring to the rings, I don't know, but the emblem characters should be what's referring to the rings. Maps is interesting because DLC maps implies that either there's going to be some kind of trial mode or some kind of bonus mode for maps. I'm not too sure what this means, or maybe there's like a story expansion just like we had in Three Houses. nobody really knows at this point. They really only showed the characters. So yeah, they showed Emblem Claude, but in this clip here, and we'll see it in a second, but Byleth is using the axe, Amir, which is Edelgard's, and I'm not sure if this is another weapon by his side here. Let's skip. Yeah, so you can see Amir is on the one hand, and this is very clearly Eredvar. And right behind Byleth, you can see a blue, a red, and a gold, which is blue lions, a black eagles, and golden deer. And this makes me think that either they're all a 3-in-1 ring, and you can just swap out their display, kind of like I just talked about with Ephraim and Erica, or this is just the special attack incorporating all three of them, which would be weird. We haven't seen this before, but there you go. Oh, never mind. Here it clearly shows him using the bow. So it might be that he can swap the weapons for this DLC. I mean, they do go above and beyond with their DLC sometimes. So maybe you can use the different weapons. And then here we have Tiki from Shadow Dragon. Tiki's a very classic staple character for Fire Emblem. They use her a lot in a lot of representation with Shadow Dragon along with Marth. She is very popular. So if there's one character that was going to be expected from that, it's Tiki. And here's the summary page for the DLC. This basically tells you everything you need to know. Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude, Tiki, some support items, which will probably be like vulneraries and elixirs and stuff like that. Accessories, I don't know what this means, but it probably could be like stat boost rings, maybe skill rings. It depends on the mechanics of the game that we're not entirely sure about yet. And the silver card, which is the item that I mentioned before that has all purchases in the shop. I don't know if this is going to be a DLC exclusive item. Previously, the silver card was something you could find in the desert, so either this is just giving you a little bit of a starting helping hand, or they're making it DLC only, which would be kind of odd. And here we have Wave 2, Wave 3, Wave 4, and just of note that it says 3 additional waves will launch in 2023, so all of these are planned throughout the next year. Now, is this going to be like 3 houses and include maddening mode with one of them along the way? Obviously, it's going to include extra characters, more items. It doesn't look like we're getting any maps with this DLC. So it might be, like I said, that the maps before are going to be with some kind of story expansion or something along those lines. But yeah, I don't want this video to be too long. That's pretty much everything I have to say. Let me know what you guys think in the comments and how you feel about this expansion pass. And I will see you guys in the next video very, very soon. Peace.